Yo, what's good, guys? Happy Monday, I think is what it is right now when I'm recording this. I don't know, man. I lose track of the days of the week real quick. But yeah, welcome back to another video, another vlog, guys. We are jumping in with some new settings. Nothing too crazy, but I decided to try out 16:9 today. I've been living in 4:3 aspect ratio on my Action 5 ever since I first saw Christian Luis kind of break that guy out. And man, I didn't realize how much I loved the 4:3 aspect ratio, and just how like full it made the image and the frame feel when I'm vlogging with the action camera. Like I literally feel like I can't miss when I'm in 4:3. Like everything is in the picture, and it just creates such a unique look to it. But I just decided, I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna play around. I'll try it out. I'll throw it back in 16:9. I'm not gonna lie, it feels very narrow, mostly because I'm getting that crop right now, and because the way that the screen displays it on the front of my camera makes it look a lot smaller than when it displays it at the 4:3. But we're gonna give it a shot today. So yeah, hop right into today's video, y'all. This video is it's to answer a couple questions. It's kind of like a response video to two people in specific because they asked, but honestly to anyone who's thinking about these things or maybe mulling these things over in their heads. And I'm sure a lot of us most likely are, because I feel like my subscribers are kind of split 50-50. I feel like I have a good number of people who are like kind of like couple thousand subs, or like at the 1,000 sub range like I am and above. And then there's a lot of you guys who just started your creative journeys and you're climbing up through, you know, the couple hundred ranks. You're just getting your first couple connections and subscribers with other people in the community and other people on YouTube and stuff like that. So like I said, I feel like we're split pretty evenly down the middle. But yeah, so this video is a response video to my boy TC Connor, and of course my boy Chris, man. What's up, y'all? So TC Connor asked me this question on a comment, and I thought he was joking at first, but he responded back and he was like, cool, I'm gonna be waiting on it. So I was like, oh, okay, like let's dive into it a little bit. The question was quite plainly, so what really happens when you reach 1K subs? Do you get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Do you get a secret invitation from the Illuminati? Like, you know, what really goes down when you hit that magical 1K number? And I kind of wrote down some quick responses, some quick notes to it, to give y'all my input on what I really feel and think happens. So literally what happens, or I guess what happened, drum roll please, nothing really. nothing extravagant or crazy happened in my like 3D reality. I didn't get a new car. I didn't get an invitation or a plaque in the mail. Nobody came out with, you know, the streamers and the mariachi bands and stuff. I mean, you guys really showed out for me, which was just absolutely outstanding. I love that, man. But in terms of like anything like randomly happening overnight, nothing, man. It really was just I hit it, and then I got a few more subs over the next couple days, and that was it. I think the only legitimate change that happens when you hit the 1K mark is that, like, technically on paper you're eligible for monetization, so you can get paid obviously from the views or the ads or whatever it is. I think it's just AdSense is what that unlocks. I'm not really sure, because like I said, I literally just unlocked it, you know, so like I haven't really dove into many of the details. But even with that, there's kind of a caveat, because you have to hit 1,000 subs, but then you also have to hit the watch hours. So if you don't hit the watch hours, which I don't think I've hit the amount of watch hours that's required, it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of like one half of the deal that they're looking to have you complete. So to answer that, literally nothing really changed or happened. I would say my next one was potentially what happens, because I did notice what I think is maybe a slight shift. I think that when you have the when you hit 1K subs and you have like the little 1K symbol or whatever, 1.2K or whatever it is, however many subs you have next to your name, as opposed to the couple hundreds. And again, this is pure speculation. There's nothing to prove this. This is just my like little hunch. But like, I feel like it gains you like a little bit of like street cred a little bit on YouTube, just a tiny bit. It's not like, you know, you're the next coolest kid on the block. But I do feel like it gives just a little bit of a bump, for how people maybe view your profile. I don't know. Or maybe how they, whatchamacallit. And like, I say that literally with just the idea of like seeing my subscribers continue to grow at a pretty quick rate over the past couple days. It wasn't anything like another 1,000 subscriber jump or anything, but I did get like 25 or 30 more of you guys following my page, which is like, hey, hello, what's going on? Glad to see y'all, man. But to get 25 to 30 subs before, for me, really that took a much longer time period, you know? So I don't know if it's just the fact that I had been already putting out my videos and I'm on a much more regular schedule. That's honestly probably what it is now that I'm talking about it out loud. Or it could just be the fact that it says 1K next to Cam Brown Vlogs now. And so now people are like, oh, who's this guy? A little bit more like to random people and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Now, the last category, psychologically, what happened? And Chris, don't you worry, like, I know that this front half of this video is answering for my boy Connor, but this is leading into your section right here. Psychologically, what happened was, for me, you hit a milestone. The 1,000 subscriber milestone is like, it's definitely like a thing, like a kind of like an unspoken rule type thing on YouTube, right? So I remember when I hit it, and like, I had so much support and love and all that stuff of all you guys tuning in and cheering me on and all that stuff. I felt this like temporary small pressure to like react or like do something, or I don't know, you know, like it's like you felt this like pressure because like for some reason in that small little space it will like make you feel like like cool, I'm official now, like, you know, like whatever it is, you know. And there's a reason why I say it's temporary, because I felt the pressure to respond, but internally I didn't feel like I really had anything to say just yet. Like I still was in the stage of like processing and like kind of celebrating myself, and I just didn't really feel like I had everything that I wanted to talk about formulated. And so that's what kind of regrounded me. It's not like I was sitting mulling this over for days or anything. It really was just like a fleeting feeling that came in. But I think that it's definitely worth mentioning, because I want to reiterate to anyone who's growing or, you know, chugging along on their little creative journey and stuff like that. I think the best path is just to keep being yourself, because again, like that's what got me to meet all of you guys, and I love interacting with you guys. I love my community that has rallied around my vlog and that I get to interact with and engage with and see all of you guys' vlogs and everything like that. Like I absolutely love that, you know. And I don't think it would be the same if I was trying to do anything different. In fact, I know it wouldn't be the same, because I have already tried to do like produced content channels where I focus specifically on one vein, or like I can only make a video if it's this type of video or something. And like every single one of them, I just burned out so quickly because it wasn't me, you know? So yeah, I would say that psychologically, that is something that kind of pings, or may at least pop up in your brain of like, you may feel this pressure to like, okay, like I'm at 1K, like now, like, you know, keep grinding, and it's like, honestly, like, yes, like keep posting, stay in the universe and all that stuff, but don't feel like you need to like make anything special or anything like that. I'd say the only thing really that you may be quote unquote obligated to create is just a thank you to the people who decided to support you and cheer you on, and stuff like that. And I feel like that's pretty much it. Now, where this kind of leads into my second topic, for Chris tagged me and Luis in a video today. And he was asking what I feel like was a pretty valid question. And I feel like a lot of us struggle with this at any stage in the game. Chris's question was, how do you balance healthy growth of your channel while still keeping things fun? And in his video, he talked about how he was like, man, like I love creating and stuff like that. I love making the YouTube videos, but I find myself obsessing because I'm like constantly checking the YouTube Studio app. I'm checking my analytics and stuff like that. And when they're not meeting like what I think they should be or where I want them to be or whatever, I'm immediately going down the rabbit hole. Like, should I change my thumbnail? Should I delete it and then repost it with a different intro? Should I change the title? Like, he's going down the endless list of things that could potentially improve the video. So the first thing that I ended up doing, and that I suggest you do as well, Chris, is like, I touched back briefly with myself and I just reminded myself of like why I was even really vlogging in the first place. And that really helped immediately alleviate that like itch, that YouTube itch to like perfect things, to go back a million times and all that stuff. Like there's always gonna be a small inkling of it that stays with you. But it's much less prevalent when you're able to reconnect with your why. So for me, my why, for why I love creating videos and why I like vlogging in particular, is I love to document experiences. I love to document memories. I love to share those experiences with like family and friends and like with you guys and everything like that. Vlogging has turned into something that feels really good for me, for like my mental health and for just my overall like personal growth. And there's a lot of factors that go into that, but but overall, like that's basically my why. Maybe for you, that YouTube itch, and maybe for a lot of people, that YouTube itch is just not knowing why you are making the videos, and so you're searching for it through trying to perfect it and get that validation reflected back in the form of views, in the form of likes, in the form of subscriptions and all that stuff. Because I'll tell you one thing, like once I started connecting with you guys, like I started really making like genuine online friends, which is something that I literally didn't ever have before. Once I got that, I'm telling you guys, like I almost like stopped counting the subscribers. Like I hit the milestone, and I knew I did because I had so many people supporting me, and I was kind of eyeballing it, but I wasn't really paying attention and having that same mindset of like, oh, like I got 2 more subs today, I got 3 more subs today. Like I'm telling you, like it changed the game for me. So that might be the reason why, Chris. Maybe sit with yourself and tap back in and just remind yourself or dig through and figure out for yourself why you're making the videos and what it is that really lights you up about them and all that stuff, and reconnect with that. And that goes for anyone. It's not just Chris that experiences these things or that's going through this type of situation right now. Like I'm telling you, everybody feels this, Joe. I'm telling you. So maybe try those things. And then let me see, I had one more thing in there for you. The other part of it was, you asked in the video, you had mentioned that like you're doing like a weekly upload schedule, which I think is dope. I'm supporting you on that, man. Well done. And he's trying to hit every Thursday. And so he was saying like, how do y'all kind of stay on track with that? What's the sauce there? And the sauce, man, is basically the result of what I just told you. Like when you're able to connect with that why, or basically just kind of like be cool with like what you're making, it becomes so much easier, man. Like I don't worry about trying to make like super high quality edited videos unless I want to, I don't worry about trying to make crazy super edited thumbnails or anything unless I want to, because the whole point is like, now that I feel comfortable in my own skin, so to speak, my YouTube skin. Sounds a little weird. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll roll with it for now. My YouTube skin, now that I feel comfortable in there, I just post. I literally just talk about whatever flows to my brain. Because the thing is it's like a couple main items. I like talking about vlogging. I like food, obviously, as you guys can quite plainly see. I love. One of my newest ones is I love helping you guys and interacting with you guys and watching other people's creative growth. I don't know what it is about that just lights me up inside, but I absolutely freaking love that, man. A creator I mention quite often, or a couple creators I mention quite often. My boy It's Juji, my boy DKV Vlogs over in the UK, my boy Don Rich. There's so many other vloggers. My girl Rel is awesome, man. Like I love seeing people like start their journeys and then watching their little like sprout just grow and seeing the full creativity blossom. And I love being able to interact with you guys and kind of like serve as like a little bit of like a creative resource, I guess, for when you have questions like that. Like as soon as you asked this, I was like, oh, I'm making this vlog today. Like I was so hype off of that. And so that makes it that much easier because I've settled into those things, you know? And so for you, it may not be those same topics, but maybe, I was about to say, I know you love drumming, Chris. So like, I bet you if I talked about, or if I asked you a question of like, yo, Chris, drop me, you know, a answer for like what you think the best drumsticks are and why. Bro, I bet you could make it 15-30 minute video off that easy, like no questions asked, you know? So it's like that type of stuff that I feel like makes it easier. In a nutshell, simplifying your process by just keying in on the things that you like and trusting that your passion towards them and your drive and your love of whatever it is going to be the attracting factor, you know? You don't need outstanding video quality. You don't need flashy, crazy thumbnails and stuff like that. Like those play a part for sure, but in the end, it's like the people are there for you. We like you, Chris. You know, like we like you and how you rave on about, you know, music or drums or whatever it is that lights you up. Like that's what they're gonna be coming to you for, and in turn, that will reciprocate back and feed what you were like itching for before, which is the views, the subscriptions, the likes, because YouTube is pretty smart with its algorithm. It's gonna connect you with other people who are like-minded and who enjoy the same things that you do. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's my wrap for today. I apologize, I'm getting a little out of breath with this last one because I was getting worked up about that topic and I'm like, yeah, like let it flow, man. But at the same time, it's hot as hell out here, man. It's like, I think like 90 something degrees, and yeah, it's like 91 or something like that. And this is supposed to be a warm-up walk for the rest of my workout. So I'm gonna turn tail here and probably head back so that I can go ahead and get this zone in and then carry on with the rest of my evening. But that's the vlog today, guys. I hope that helped. I hope that answered the two questions that I was asked in a most informative and entertaining manner. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I guess we'll close things off. If you made it this far in the vlog, I appreciate y'all so much for watching. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and hit that subscription button, notification bell, the like button, all that fun stuff so that you can stay tuned for future videos. I would love to have you be a part of the Cam Brown Vlogs family. There's plenty of room for all of us in my little corner of the internet. So with that, my dear friends, I will bid you all adieu, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.